Hey friend, today we're going to do one of my favorite videos I've done, and that is a get ready with me, showing you a look that you can do on the go, on the way to church, where I love to go. I love to worship Jesus and just get ready to spend time in his presence. So this is the makeup look that we did today. It was so easy. You're going to want to watch because it was not complicated. And we also used something that can make doing the application just a little bit quicker, faster for you. If you're like me, I'm on the go. All right, so let's hop into the video. All right, friends, so we are going to get started on this look. I love doing my makeup for church. I just love it. And I know that you don't have to wear makeup to church. You don't have to wear a lot of makeup to church. But I personally love getting ready to go to my favorite place, which is the house of the Lord. I just love it. So let's get into what we're going to be using. First, I wanted to show you all these Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Okay, that's a lot. These right here, I heard so much about them, and I've been trying them for a few days, and I actually love the glow that it puts on your skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and rub that into my skin, and it just puts a beautiful glow on your face. And I'm going to use this as like illuminator underneath my foundation, and we're also going to do a different kind of foundation today. So do you see that glow that it just put on my face? So I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm getting ready, it's kind of rushed because I get my family ready and then I normally get ready in the car. That's when I do my makeup. So I'm usually holding things like this in my hand, and we're just on the way, and I'm trying to hurry and do my makeup before we reach our destination. So I will be using this e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to put this over my lids. I use this as like a lid primer almost in a way. It just really opens my eyes up and balances the color in my skin. And using my beauty blender, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in. Like I said, I'm on my way to church. I don't have a lot of time to let stuff sit, bake, and all of that. Like, I'm on the go. This is my get ready with me for church on the go makeup routine. All right, and the next thing I'm going to use is my Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the color Cinnamon Bun. Set that concealer over my lids. Make sure there's no creasing. And this step just does something to your makeup routine. I love incorporating this. Even if you're not wearing a lot of eyeshadow colors, it just really opens your eyes up. You see the difference? All right, so the next thing I'm going to use is my Juvia's Place Bronzed Deep Dark palette, and I'm just going to use this top shade right here to do my lids. This is all I'm going to do right now. And I just take that just to bring a little bit of color in my lid, and I just run that over my crease just like that. And it kind of makes like a two-color eyeshadow look because I use that setting powder, that light color, and then I go in with this bronzer to add a little depth, and it's like so easy. See how easy that was? And I have just a little bit of color to my eyes. I love that. If you see me looking over, I'm looking at my monitor, using that as my mirror as well. Another thing I like to do is a wing on my eyes, and I use this e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner. I've used it for so many years, and doing this in the car is a special skill. So when I do my liner, I like to just make a line, then I go in, not even midway, just like right here, and I connect, and then I just fill it in. Now for the other side, I'm drawing a line. I'm going to make this one just a little bit thicker to match. And there we go. Y'all, I was talking to you for like 10 minutes. I was talking to y'all for a good time. I looked up and I'm like, this isn't even recording. This is real life. This is what happens. So let me show you what I use. I used the Maybelline Eraser Instant Age Rewind Concealer, this one right here, and I used the color 146. And what I did was I put it underneath my eyes, over my forehead, my nose, my smile lines, and my chin, and we just did that. After we applied the concealer, I used this Fit Me powder, and I was telling you how much I like this new powder. It's a loose finishing powder, and I use it to set under my eyes. I'm not baking. I'm not doing any of that because we're on the go here. We have to get to church. And so we don't have time. Well, I don't have time to bake and do all of the things normally, not with my lifestyle. So that's what we did. That's why it's lighter underneath those two things. I had also began to apply this just right here. And that's when I was like, wait a minute, it's not recording. So I wanted to show you this Juvia's Place face foundation powder. I love it so much. And every time I stop using face powder and then come back to it, I forget how good the face powder actually is. And it actually makes my skin look even more skin-like when everything's done. You can actually see the colors pop, like the bronzer shows better, just in my opinion, when I use face powder. Clearly, it's got a lot of love, and I use the color Zaria. So I'm just going to take that on this brush, which is a Sigma setting powder brush, the F12, and I'm just going to apply that, just dust it all over my face. I'm even going to go underneath where I put that setting powder. It's okay. It just brings back the warmth, the true brown in my skin. So I'm literally taking this and applying it everywhere. It's a light powder, but it is buildable, and I love that. It's just so pretty. It's the perfect color. So here's a tip. Always get a foundation powder that is a little bit lighter than your skin complexion, because powder foundation tends to oxidize. So if you get the exact color of your skin, when you apply this a little later, it's going to look too dark. So as you can see, this color is a little bit lighter than my complexion. So do that. That was such a good tip that I learned. So yeah, I learned that the hard way. But you know, you learn stuff, and hopefully it will prevent other people from making that same mistake, because you don't want to do that. You buy the makeup, you want it to work. So as you can see here, it just brought in that beautiful brown color back into my complexion, because sometimes when you use a lot of powders and they're lighter and all that, it can make you look a little washed out, so you want to bring back the color. And I'm actually going to use that same brush, and we're going to put on some bronzer. This is the Juvia's Place Bronze Deep Dark. Nothing new to my channel, but very loved here. And I'm going to use this top shade right here, and we're going to bronze. But as you can see, before I get into that bronzer, do you see how flawless face powder can make your face look? I mean, this is with no liquid foundation. So love that. So I'm just going to apply the bronzer. It's so funny. Like, I put this makeup on for church, but it can, and a lot of times does, get cried off. You know, we can put this makeup on, feel great, but if you can't cry this makeup off, something's wrong. We are there for Jesus, and you need to just let it all go and tap into the presence of God. This makeup has to go, but it's fun to put it on. I used to always wear my fake lashes to church, and why? I would ask myself that every time. Why? Why do you do this? Because I would always end up peeling those bad boys right off. Because you know that glue is not going to last through the tears. You can wear it, but it can come off, and it will come off, because Jesus is important, and that's who we're here for. And if you feel like you can't get into the presence of God because you don't want to mess your makeup off, then you don't need to even put it on. Just don't even wear it, because you need to feel free to get into God's presence. Or just wear it and don't care about crying it off. Like, who cares? That's not even why you're there. Okay, so bronzer is done. The next thing we're going to use is this Wet n Wild Color Icon palette, and it's the number 111408. It comes in a variety of colors. Like, there's glitter over here, and then you come over here and there's like 2 matte colors, and I love these 2 matte colors. I love these so much. So I'm going to go into this color right here. This is the darkest shade in the palette, and I use this to contour. I'm just going to take that color, and I'm going to bring it down the side of my nose and up on both sides. And I'm just taking that down and bringing it up a little bit underneath my brow. I don't connect my contour to my brow. I used to do that. I didn't like the way it looked on my face shape. You have to really know your own face shape and what flatters you most. So I like to take it, and I just like to go in a little bit and under my brow bone. Then I'm going to take a little bit more and kind of dust it off, because I don't want it to be so concentrated. I'll make a little line over my nose, because this gives you like that button nose effect. So I'm just taking a little bit, and I go in a circle around my nose. Love you. I love my husband so much. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Halo Blush Lighter. And I use this one right here. It has these 2 shades in it like this, and it has like a dark pink And then it has this beautiful like golden color that is just so flattering. I love to use this shade. I don't really use the pink side as much, but we love the golden side. And I'm just going to take that and I put a little bit on my brush and just place it in the middle just for a little bit of glow. I'm going to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose, not all the way, just the top part, and then a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I like to put it in the places where I see a natural shine. This is a Real Techniques brush and it's called the Spotlight Fan, and we're going to take that and just fan it over our cheeks. So I'm using that same color and I'm just going to fan it. I just realized the best way to use these, because at first I used to just do that, but if you take it and you just fan it up and bring it down, that's how you use it. At least for me. It puts the prettiest shine and it's not just like a line. And it's just the prettiest glow. Then I'm going to use another brush, and this is the Real Techniques brush. What is the name? 425, and it has this little itty bitty tip. And I take that and I dip in the highlighter, and this is where I like to put it on my eyes, just in the inner corners like this, because it just makes my eyes pop. Just a little bit, not too much, but it really, see how that just opened up my eyes like that? I love it. Okay, so we are almost finished. And as you can see, this powder foundation is so pretty. Like, it looks flawless. So I'm going to take this Urban Decay All Nighter Hyaluronic Acid Watermelon Fruit Extract. This right here is so good. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, follow me there, because I do post a lot on there, but I don't really talk about it a lot on here. Also, I apply for the Sephora Squad. This is just a little plug-in, and you can still send in testimonials. So if any of my videos have helped you, if I've said anything or shown you anything in any kind of way, and you could leave me a testimonial, I would greatly appreciate it, because that does strengthen your application, and I would love to be a part of the Sephora Squad. How much fun would we have being a part of that? That would just be so fun on my channel, and I could just share God through makeup with Sephora. I feel like that would be so much fun. So I'll leave that link down below. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This is a new spray that I've tried out because I wanted a dewy look that's going to melt powder. Because when you use a lot of powder, you can look powdery, and we don't want to look like that. And my lovely husband went and was like, I wanted to use the MAC Fit Me spray. I love that one. I still want it. But he was like, they didn't have it. So he was like, they do have this by Urban Decay. I was like, let's try. The more I've used it, the more I've fallen in love. Let me show you. Now, don't be shy with this. Really get your face. I'm going to try to protect my edges, because I do not like when my edges get wet. That's when they start to revert. I just did my hair and I do not want it to revert. So first of all, the smell is so good. It's not an overpowering smell. It smells delightful. It smells like watermelon, like its name, but it feels refreshing. If you need a break, you've done all this makeup and you just want your face to melt and you just have a moment, get this. So worth it. It's so good. And as you guys can see here, it is melting the makeup to look even more like skin. I picked this up yesterday and I'm so excited. I did apply it because you guys know that I cannot wait for videos. I can't. I already had on mascara and I put this on top of it and it did wonders, but that wasn't the true effect. So let's get the true effect using this new Benefit mascara. And I got the mini size of it because I wanted to see if I really liked it. Oh, this is so exciting. You guys know mascara has become like my new favorite thing to do during my makeup routine. They say this is a 36-hour full blast volume, 90% saw dramatic volume. It contains lightweight aero particles, buildable, and won't weigh down your lashes. So let's put it on. Immediately when you start putting it on, you can see how dark it is. And I love that. It said something about that on the box. It said, yeah, right here, it says intense pitch black. So that's good. If I'm putting mascara on, I want to be able to see it. I don't like that ashy gray, like soft color on my lashes. No, give me the blackest of the black. I'm still getting a feel of it while I'm doing my makeup with you, just to see. We're going to apply a little bit on the bottom lashes. Then I like to let my mascara dry and come back and do another coat. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10 more coats. I also like to put it on the upper part of my lash and pull it up. That makes your lashes look even more dramatic. Okay, so that's what the lashes are looking like. Love, love, love. We're gonna let it dry and we're gonna come back to it. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is very optional. I'm gonna go back in with that liquid liner and I'm just gonna go over my moles. Dot there, dot there, dot there. So we're gonna go into the lips and I'm gonna use my MAC Chestnut lip liner. This one right here is so pretty, so, so pretty. And we're going to line our lips. It's such a pretty color that really shows up on my lips. I love a brown lip liner that actually shows up. I don't want one that blends in. And then again, I don't want one that's super dark either. And I feel like chestnut is a very beautiful color on the lip. Such a pretty brown. And because it's fall and I've been trying all of the fall colors, I'm going to use this lip color right here. This is by Sephora. This is the color 07. And I used it in my fall lipstick video. So check that video out if you haven't. But this is a matte lipstick and the color of it is so beautiful. See this color? It screams fall. So we're just going to go ahead and apply that. I'm going to go back in with my MAC Chestnut and just reline. Isn't that just a beautiful color? I think it's so, so pretty. Okay, we're almost finished, but I wanted to show you, if you want your under eye just to be a little bit brighter, you can use this Maybelline Fit Me powder. This one right here, I have the color 330 Caramel, I believe. Yep, Toffee Caramel. This is the color right here. And I like to take my puff and just go back in and just lighten. And you don't have to do this, but this is just if you want a little bit more brightness. You're just going to place it under and just lighten it up a little bit more under the eye. It has such a smooth texture and I just love how it immediately, see that? Just brightens the under eye and it's just a really good finishing touch. So I just put it on and I'm going to take the other side and just kind of like diffuse that, kind of blend it even more around the nose, putting a little bit of bronzer back because I pulled that down a little low. And then we're going to go back in and add some more of that mascara because that's dried. Before I do that, wait, I like to like lift my lashes after they've dried. And do you see the difference that made? It's really drastic. I'm going to apply another coat. Let's add some drama to the bottom lashes. All right, and then we're going to give our face a final spritz. That feels so good. Let's take this hair down. Looking for my brush. Hair is down. And you know what, you all? I want to change this lip. I know. This is pretty, but I want to do something different. So we have this color on. I'm going to show you something else you can do. So I'm feeling like I want glossy and a little bit lighter. So I'm going to take my L'Oreal 108. This is a matte lipstick that is so pretty just to put in the middle of any combo. It's a pinkish shade that I like to use. And we're just going to lighten it up a little bit in the middle. Yeah, you get moods, okay? It depends on the mood for the day. And today I just wanted to be a little bit lighter and glossier. Then we're going to use one of my favorite lip oils right now. This is the Sigma Renew Lip Oil and it's the color Tint. This one right here. And this is the shade. It's so pretty. We're just going to take that and put it over top. So I've completely changed this lip combo, but you know what? You needed all those lip colors to make this one. So I'm just going to apply it. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's better. And all right, friend, this is our church glam on the go. Ready to praise Jesus, who is so wonderful. I love going to church. It's literally one of my favorite places to go. So I get excited to get ready for church. And this is a look that you could try. Hopefully you like it. Comment down below, what is your favorite way to get ready for church? What is your church glam? Do you wear a lot of makeup, no makeup, some makeup and cry it off like me? I'm doing a little side part right here, which I normally don't do, but it's good to like change it up, try new things. I think that's cute. Maybe I could just pull this part out a little bit. That's cute. And all right, you all, that is it. Thank you so much for hanging with me today. I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, please, before you leave, don't forget to like it. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for coming to hang with me. I love you. I'm your friend, and I'm so glad you're here. So don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And as always, I love you, Jesus loves you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, friend.